this context of conveying enthusiasm to an orchestra. What you call enthusiasm, it's not, it's love. It's love for the work and love for the joy of making this come alive.
Alla breve, right? Oh, cloud, mein Herzog laut. Daddy, this is Alla breve, kids.
The story of Leonard Bernstein is as much about love as it is about music.
Something develops on stage called love. I'm sorry to use this four-letter word, which is so abused, but that's what it is. That's what it's all about. And it's not just a love between me and the orchestra. It is among themselves. And boy, does that make music. That's what I live for, people and relationships and spreading love. And my way of doing that is through music, through writing music and playing music and talking about music and teaching young people. It's the other way around.
We've been seeing Mahler the conductor as opposed to Mahler the composer. Mahler the sad grown-up and Mahler the innocent little child.
You see, it all adds up to a lot of writing, preparation, thought, and performing. And also, it's teaching, which is one of my very favorite things to do.
Now, I know what I'm feeling. I'm feeling pleased. Pleased.
To Michael Barrett, who studied and worked with Bernstein, he was a teacher to the very end. For a recital in San Francisco, Barrett and his wife Leslie Tompkins had chosen an early sonata by Bernstein. They hoped to play it for him in New York before they left, but Bernstein couldn't see them, so they made a tape of their playing, gave it to Craig Urquhart, Bernstein's assistant, and left the next day for San Francisco.
And that evening, we heard of Mr. Bernstein's death, and of course it was extremely sad for all of us. And about a half hour later, the phone rang, and it was Craig. And Craig said, I have a message for you from the maestro. And I said, yes. And he said, well, I want you to know that we listened to the tape of your performance, and Lenny listened to it, and he has some notes for you. And it goes like this. The first movement is too slow. When you get to letter K, it should be più mosso. That's also too slow. You've got to move that along. And Leslie's playing a wrong note in the last movement. So this, to me, this was incredible. It was like this, my last lesson with him, which I received posthumously. And for me, it was the perfect leave-taking from him. It was the perfect way for him to say goodbye to us.
This is a celebration. There will be no idea of another moment of silence. It's now time for him to take his place with the immortals of the ages.
Leonard Slatkin, music director of the St. Louis Symphony Orchestra, is conducting the New York Philharmonic this week. It was Leonard Bernstein's orchestra for many years.
After a concert. Even the word genius doesn't apply. This is truly a phenomenon. This is something that you just don't see anywhere else. There has never been anyone like him, and there probably will never, ever be anyone like that, who meant so much to so many people in so many different ways. How it was given to him, how it came to be, those are the things we'll never describe.
Just met a girl named Maria.
Leonard Bernstein was the person who made it possible for all of us to be proud of being musicians in this country.
I've just kissed a girl named Maria.
America, okay by me in America. Everything free in America.
For us for be in America.
Leonard Bernstein is the greatest musician that the United States ever produced. I think his music said America.
Marilyn Horne is one of the world's leading opera stars. She was a good friend of Bernstein's for 25 years.
He was an extreme extrovert, extreme introvert, and everything in between. And he was a mensch on top of that. He was a great, great man. I always said that Lenny's great love for music, apart from his great talent and ability, was something that he never tried to hide or, make any less of it. He wore it right on his sleeve. He just, that was it. I'm music. I love music. That's it,
Is that going to be it? That's your maximum? Come on. Nice strapping young fellas like you. Come on.
He told us in that unbelievable speech the other night that he was not going to take the easy way out. The easy way being to get out of Vietnam.
He wanted to expand into every possible horizon, into political arenas, into social issues, into every facet of music that was possible.
There are 650 whales left in our ocean, blue whales.
And a day of stopping the nuclear lunacy. Okay?
He was constantly on the move, constantly going, constantly surrounded by people, giving of himself. I think he really could not live without being able to share what his life was about.
It's not only facts of life or of music or even notions or ideas that I feel compelled to share.
My daughter,
But sunsets and jokes, cracked crab, I mean, whatever I'm enjoying, I want others to enjoy.
Oh, you're such a nice man. You do all these things.
I want others to enjoy with me. At least one other person, preferably 1,000, a million, I don't know, but anywhere from 1 to a billion people. And it is, in a way, something neurotic, because everybody should be self-sufficient to some degree so that you can enjoy. I've never been to a movie by myself. Once in my life, I went to see Charlie Chaplin and The Great Dictator, and I was so lonely, I can't tell you. I can't go to a restaurant by myself.
We all know that he was crazy and he drove us nuts with his cigarettes, but he was just unbelievable to work with.
His message, his gospel, if we can call it that, was one of love even before it was one of music.
Let's do it anyway. You know what I mean. Do it. As soft as possible with the bow.
flat forte with the left hand.
Leonard Bernstein was America's musical spirit.
I think I'm the luckiest person I ever heard of. Certainly ever met. I've had it all.